The Valley family continues to mourn the loss of their 18-year-old son who was shot 3 months ago at what started as a high school graduation party. News Channel 3's Bianca Ventura spoke to the family, who is calling for help to get justice for their son.
We're broken. We miss him. And we just want justice.
It's an absence that can never be replaced. The family members of 18-year-old Matthew Hervey recall what they loved most about him.
He just was always smiling. He was always happy, really kind-hearted.
He loved music, loved dancing. That was his passion, was music.
A high school graduation party off of Napoli Street back in July is now at the center of an ongoing investigation.
It's hard to believe that it's going to be going on 3 months in a few days.
When Hervey's mother got word of her son's shooting on the night of the party, she traveled from local hospitals to the scene in search of her son.
Hundreds of kids, and it was chaos. Kids running everywhere. I mean, when I showed up, there was kids running everywhere. It was just a mess.
Her fears confirmed by investigators. Her son had been killed. And now she continues to wait for answers, hoping that one person out of the sea of hundreds that were there that night shares some sort of information.
We need more people to come forward. I know there was hundreds of kids with phones out, videotaping, recording, taking pictures.
Just anything. Sometimes it's things that people don't think are important, and it could be the smallest, most incidental thing, and it could mean a lot.
Surveillance video from neighbors also capturing the aftermath of the shooting while teens fled for their safety.
They're teenagers predominantly and very young, some I'm sure, so there's a fear factor. So try not to be afraid. Think of your family members. If it was your brother or sister or sibling, you know, your son or daughter.
When asked about the investigation, a spokesperson with the Indio Police Department shared in a statement, quote, "We want closure as much as the family does. We need the public's help, specifically from those that attended the party or know of the party or have any information from the night of the incident," end quote. In Indio, Bianca Ventura, News Channel 3.